Hey guys, welcome back to Buildz. Of course you are here today to watch how to build an amazing looking modern yacht. So guys, I want to say thank you before I begin this video for the amazing support on my most recent videos. Views have been hitting the goals I've been wanting them to hit, likes and comments, and you guys have been absolutely amazing. So I just want to say thank you so much for that, and be sure, please do take a second of your time to leave a like for the 4 or 5 hours of work that went into creating this beast. So guys, let's get into this. I'm going to tell you what everything represents, why I've done certain details on this yacht, and you know what it all makes up to be. So if we get to the front of the build, you will notice I've only built half of it, and that is because guys, it's a yacht, it's symmetrical, and of course I can build one side to see what it looks like until I'm happy with it, and then I can teach you guys how to build it. So if you're wondering why only half of the yacht actually exists, that is why. So instead of a conventional yacht that kind of has that triangular shape at the front to cut through waves, we went with a more sloped kind of curvature at the front. It gives it a more sporty feel, I think. I think it looks more aggressive, and I personally think it looks cooler. I want to know what you guys think about that, because it's really different even. I haven't seen it on many yachts, so yeah, definitely tell me what you think of that little design feature. Second of all, we have this little modern slip. Now this is made possible by quartz stairs, turned up like that, to give it this kind of detail. I don't really know how to explain it guys, it just looks cool. And see, these normal quartz block walls would look a bit bland, right, just on their own little sections as it slowly curves out towards the middle. So I thought adding a little slit through the middle there just gives it that little bit of detail and just helps make it look cooler. Also makes it look a little bit more sporty. Down below we have some glass stained windows. Why do we have glass? Why do we have black stained glass windows even? Because it's more private, and this is where the crew will sleep on this ship that I figured, because if you're going to have a monster of a ship like this, you may be thinking, it's not really that big. Guys, this is me, right? And you've seen the villa Let's Build. If you haven't, please be sure to check it out. Let's just take a peek forwards. You know, this is, you may still be thinking, little yacht. So you can see, it's not a mega yacht guys, it is still just a yacht. But, you know, it's a pretty damn big yacht, and it looks amazing. So, a big yacht, what we're trying to link it to here is, a big yacht generally has crew on board. People that will service the engines, so engineers, people that will cook you food, or the chefs in the kitchen, and that is what that's for. That whole level on the bottom there is going to be for the crew. So this is where they will sleep in their own smaller cabins, smaller ceiling heights, but you know, it's still going to be relatively luxury. And guys, I'm going to set a goal. If this video can reach, let's see, this video can reach 50 likes in 48 hours, that's 2 days, for you guys that don't know how many hours go into a day, then I will make part 2, and what part 2 will consist of is the whole interior of the build. So I will build all of that for 50 likes, guys. See if you can make that happen. If you can, it just shows me that you're really liking this, and you definitely want to see the interior. So, you know, win-win situation. Over here, what we have is a little walkway. Shows you the views of wherever you put your yacht. Hopefully, you know, it's beautifully landscaped. Maybe you've built the villa like me. You followed the Let's Build, and then you've gone, what is this yacht video? Let's check that out. And then you realize that this yacht is actually designed for my little villa over there. Little villa. And you want to add it too, because, you know, it's an amazing thing to have at the back of your house, I have to say. So this is just a walkway. You just view around, have a little walk on deck, get some quick exercise, but I will be building a gym on here, whether it's on Let's Build or not. Some entrances to the main part of the ship, which will be pretty huge, I have to say. And then as we enter the back here, you've got a luxurious hot tub viewing over the back of the ship. You'd be able to see, you know, all the jets propelling the water backwards as you go along. It's pretty amazing, right? And this part, guys, this took me a while. This probably took me an hour to perfect. You may see some big luxurious yachts. They generally have like stairs on either side, and then they might have just like, you know, they might have like a little lounge down here, seating area, you know, whatever. But guys, now I've perfected this, and this took me a long while to get right. What I'm gonna have down here is I'm gonna have a garage. Yes, that is right. I'm going to be putting in some of the tutorials that you've seen on my vehicle tutorial series, maybe some more made up to go in there. So we're going to have even a little garage on the ship, guys. Tell me, how sick is that? I think it's pretty mean. So now getting up to the final level. Well, actually there's two more levels, but it's a very small level up there. What we have up here is the what would we call this? I guess this might be the captain's area. This might be where he sits and drives his ship inside there. And looking across, I mean, let's check out these views, right? Pretty amazing. I definitely think that could be a captain's headquarters in there, so he could have all his radars up, his big screens, his office chair, his units, maps. You know, we can make this place proper cool. And then maybe behind there could be some stairs going down, maybe a toilet for him, because maybe the captain has to have his own small floor on the ship. I mean, this little section right here is nothing compared to, you know, whoa, all of that, and even this little room up here. So I reckon that would be suitable. So getting up to the final level of the ship, what we have right up here is, I'm not quite sure yet, but I think it's going to be the technical room. So we have some work in progress kind of radar things. I don't know, guys, what are them big black kind of circular pod things on top of yachts and cruise ships? I have no idea. If you guys know, please do comment down below, because I'm really stuck for ideas right here. And then we have some further aerials, some connection posts. We're literally going to detail this place up a little bit more, but you know, for now it's looking pretty good. Then we have some, you know, little canopies just to add a little bit more shade to the place that I just added in. And guys, you may have noticed something else that has been detailed to perfection, and that is the snow at the front. See, to get a yacht looking good, you need to add snow to kind of slope it up at the front before you hit the windows. Well, at least for this yacht. And to actually get that perfect positioning of snow took me so long to get right, because it was a pain in the ass, I have to say. But it's done now and it's looking amazing. So guys, that is the whole yacht covered really. If you do have any more questions, of course, just drop it down in the comment section and hopefully I will be able to get around to you. So what we are going to explain now is the base. Now I'm going to go around and explain the measurements for this black piece of stained clay right here around the bottom, which marks out the dimensions of the start of the ship. Now guys, you can go for your own color scheme. This is just what I'm recommending. Black stained clay, quartz, sections of grey stained clay, and a little bit of snow around the place, and that's really going to be your main color scheme. So white, black and grey really, but you could change this to a dark blue maybe, or even a grey. I mean, it's all up to you guys, whatever you think. It's personal preference, but personally I think this looks the best. It looks the most modern. So starting at the very front of the ship, you're going to place one block, and we're going to come diagonally at 1, 2, 3 blocks, and we're going to come back 2, come out by 1, 2, come out by 1, 3, come out by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come out by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come out by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come out by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come out by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come out by 1, and I actually have the measurements for this one right here, which is 20 in length. Then we hit this section, and this is really where it ends. That is where the 20 blocks come up to, I do believe, as you can see. Let's just put that back. So this covers up to here, guys. And then if we actually get over to the other side, you'll see that it is symmetrical, like I said. So you're going to want to do that for both sides of the builds. Now what you can start off by doing, guys, is actually getting yourself out a quartz block. And then around the whole entire build, to that very section that I told you, so on top of every single black stained clay block, you're going to want to place a 4 height of quartz, like that. And then if we come back, and I'm gonna like call these sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th section, you're going to want to come up 3 in height and come across 1 and place a black stained glass block, and this is going to be on both sides. Keep in mind the word symmetrical is key here. We're then going to come across to the next section, once again 1 in, there we go, bam. The next section you're going to want to come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, window, 1, 2, window. Then you're going to want to come across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, window, 1, 2, window. So guys, it should be something like that. Now of course we have to get into the middle section of the build, which I know you guys are probably screaming at me right now like, you haven't explained this yet. I know. So we're going to come up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in height, and that is just going to be your first beam. On the 1, 2, 3, 4th block, you're going to get a quartz stair and place it like that, and then support it on top with 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of quartz. Then you're going to want to place a quartz stair on top, come back 1, add another one, come back 1, add another one, and then finish it off going onto the decking area. You're going to want to place another 2 quartz blocks like so. So guys, now getting onto the other section, you should have built these 4 in height like I just said. You're going to want to place a quartz block, and you're going to want to bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4 in height like so. You're then going to want to drop down, go back to this layer right here, and you're going to want to place 1 block there. That is on the 4th block up, for you guys unaware. You're going to want to make this 2, 3, 4, 5, let's just compare it quickly, 6 blocks like so. And that should look something like that. And then what you're going to want to do is from this block here, so the next block up, you're going to want to place it like that, and then just cover it over the top like so. You're going to see why in a second. Then you're going to want to get out your quartz stairs once again, come back 1 on this section, and then you're going to want to add them across this wall until we reach the very top point like so. I'm going to come across just to see what it looks like for you guys that are unaware. Now we're going to get some quartz blocks back out again. We're going to place them like that, and this one's going to come back 3 like so. And actually what we're going to be doing here guys is we're going to be placing 1 here. As you can see, I'm just trying to mark it out. I'm trying my best guys. I know some of you will still get confused. It is guaranteed, because it's something that's actually pretty damn difficult to follow, even with a good explanation. So coming on this block guys, you're going to want to come back on the 3rd block, add a stair, come up until you reach that final height. So no stair will ever come higher than this mark right here, which we explained earlier on the very first beam. So just keep that in mind. Next, we're going to get a quartz block right out here, and we're actually going to come back, build underneath this right here, and you don't want to see any of this. So guys, if you saw a yacht and had a random hole missing from the front, that wouldn't look right. So make sure when you're viewing these stairs from head on that you can't see any gaps anywhere. Make sure you fill them up with quartz stairs. So if we get some quartz blocks right here, we can see how the design looks. And what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to come back to this block right here, come up by 2, I do believe, yes I am right. Then you're going to want to come back another one like so, following the design, come across by 1. Okay, so guys, what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to be quickly referring to this design right here so we can quickly build this at a good pace. So try and keep up if you can. So this is where the end of the 2 blocks end in height, right there like that shown. So what we're going to do is we're going to come across and we're going to have a look at this little detail. This is going to be our next big detail. So if you look at the front of here right now, you can see that this is a 3 in height gap, this is a 2 in height, this is a 2 in height, then it's a flat wall, 2 in height, and so on. And that's what I'm going to be explaining over the next few little moments. So if we view head on, you can see everything's symmetrical, which means we're doing a good job. Then you're going to place 1 there, so 2 up again, like shown, as you can see. Then this one is going to be 3 up, so you're going to want to place it like that. Then you're going to want to bring this back 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So if we come here, we've already placed our first one. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, I just forgot about that, guys. If you thought, you know, what the hell, they're already there. Yeah, I just forgot. We're going to bring this up all the way to that height right there. So it should be in line with these other 2 blocks right here. Sorry guys if this does get a little bit confusing at any stage, and I'm sure everyone will help you out in the comment section down below if you do get confused. And of course, if everyone's confused, and I've confused everyone, I will try and help you myself as much as possible. So remember, I mentioned them quartz stairs, and we're just going to quickly come across here to the very block and place it. So this is on the 1, 2, 3rd block back. So 1, 2, 3. So guys, what you're going to want to do now is get out some quartz stairs, and you're going to want to run this all the way across, like shown. Alright, so this is going to be all like this. And what this is just doing really is just adding a little bit more detail, just helping to get that sleek kind of look going. And see, without it, the build really just doesn't look the same, and you're going to want to bring this back a certain amount of blocks, and I'm going to actually just quickly find out what that is. There's going to be a lot of pacing about on this. So really guys, it ends here. So we will find the measurement for that. Oh, that's the very measurement that we ended on. So guys, you know what that is. So you're just going to bring the quartz stairs all the way across, like shown. So it should look a little bit like that, hopefully. So we are back, and that section is now done. So what we can start doing now, guys, is we can start just quickly making sure that this is all the right shape as shown ahead of me. So guys, we are very good up to what block do we need to do. So as you can see, if I do an overview here, you can see exactly where we are and how we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually lower this one down to that level like that. So you're going to want to bring it down a couple blocks. And as you can see, we've done this all the way around up to this very section here. So guys, if I just quickly come and I make a marker right here, this will tell me that this is the block that we stopped doing this on, because otherwise, you know, I could get a little confused. There we go. Sick stuff. So guys, all this means is at the start of every single section, as we've called them, these little parts of the boat which slope in, you're going to want to delete the first two blocks off the top right of the square or rectangle up to this very block right here. So as you can see, we don't go beyond that point. That is all done like so. And now guys, what we can do is we can start on the next section of the build. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting ourselves out some quartz stairs like shown, and we are going to just quickly place one on the start of every single how do I put this, we'll see these guys, these other parts of the ship, they come in at the top, basically the very top, you can see, like so. Let me give you guys another example. So this one starts here, ends here, this starts here, ends here. Basically each section of the ship that just slowly, you know, curves inwards, if that makes any sense. What we can do is we can get a quartz stair here, place it like that, and we're going to do this for every single one until it of course stops sloping inwards, which is almost here, just right here. So you're going to be left with something that should look like that. And then behind us, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be going, placing a block like shown. So right up to the side of the stair, and then just continuing it. And this just kind of gives us this next little level that just peaks up, and it just gives us a little bit more detail. Like you will see on most ships, they will actually stop, and they will have like a little rail or something, and all this is really designed to do is just stopping you falling off so you don't go into the sea. And what we're going to do now is just smoothen the design out, make it look a little bit more flush. So place a block here, 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 and eventually we'll continue that on, but That's not really a priority right now. Next, you're going to want to get some oak planks. So guys, you will know that this very stair here, right, this is the point which we are building up to right now. This very stair here. So the very last stair that you placed on this level. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing some of these blocks right here, oak wood planks, which for you word edit users is 5, semicolon, 0. So you guys know that. But really the fastest way to place this on most sections is, to be honest, just by legitimately doing it. Of course on some sections we can use some word edit, but you know, it's quick as really just to do it that way. On this section we can use it /set 5 0. As you can see, it works. If you guys are not familiar with word edit, it basically just allows us to do certain things you can't in vanilla. Placing blocks faster, having some certain blocks float, for example, just all that kind of cool stuff. And actually, if you want to use word edit really fast, I would just recommend placing a block on each corner right here like that, and then you can just refer back to it, of course, and then connect it to that main section of the build that we actually have going on. So, for example, like that. And then for here we don't even need it because it's already joined on here, and this is just going to give us the first decking. Now guys, of course, what I said at the start, do you want me to continue this on to a second part where we do interior? I do think there will be a second part needed anyways, just to really get this build finished, because there's so much to cover. It's actually unbelievable. So taking a look at this, we've got all the windows, we've got all the curves. That part of the ship is actually done, guys. We can move backwards now onto this section. So on the very last section, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this right here like shown. You're actually going to want to get more quartz blocks, and we're going to bring this back 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just check that that isn't any more. It rhymes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it, bam, straight on right there. Okay guys, so what we're going to be doing is we're now actually going to be getting out some quartz stairs again to finish off this final little detail, which will come all the way back. How far do we go with you? All the way back to here. So we're going to just go ahead and make a little marker once again, just to point out whereabouts we are placing you. And this is still on the same level, I believe, or do we come up? Nope, same level, just out by one more block. Okay, I get that. Alright guys, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming out from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block like that, and you're going to be placing this all the way across the top section here until we hit that block that I have just highlighted over here, so you don't go beyond that point. No, it makes sense, it's just a quick way of doing things, to be honest. And then do we have that stair facing sideways, or do we actually change it around? No, we have it changing. Let's see if this is a sleeker design. What do you guys think? Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, you know, just changing things up a little bit, getting the design looking a little bit smoother. I may find some small additional touches that we can add in, because, you know, I've built this in 4 hours. I've legit just finished, so we may find some small little tweaks that we can do. I guess, guys, the next stage for this building would actually be the glass, as you can see right now. So, where's the middle section? Are you in the middle section? No, you are. Okay, so you're going to want to add 2 on, like that. So, guys, like I said, this right here is the middle section. So you're going to want to build from here onwards. Forget about this side of the build. Remember I said it was symmetrical. So then, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming back 1 like that, and coming across by 2. And this is 3 in height, keep that in mind. And don't worry guys, before I get the comments, don't worry, this is not going to be a 3 in height ceiling. I don't allow for that kind of thing in my builds. It's illegal in my world to have 3 in height ceilings. It's a criminal offense, you know, I can't have that kind of thing. Alright, what we're going to have is we're going to come diagonal from this block, and we're going to come up by 1. And this just allows the window to look a little bit more aerodynamic and slope up as we get towards the back of the build. So yeah, just adds aerodynamic look to the place. And we are going to finish like that. And guys, this is where it gets tricky. So this is the middle section. I'm going to have to tell you guys how to build this, of course. Quartz block. And this is going to be actually, no, we're going to have to go over to this measurement first, of course. So the window, you're going to want to come up until you're here. So the one block in front. You're going to want to come across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you reach the very, very front of this structure. 10 blocks of quartz. Then on top of the quartz, you're going to want to place 3 thickness of snow. Keep that in mind. You're going to place 3 of these blocks. Come back. 4 in height, 2 of them. 5 in height, 2 of them. 6 in height, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, guys. So now you're going to want to come diagonal with that quartz block. And remember, connect it right back up to that glass. Now, you're going to want to come in by 3. Come in by 2. And remember, guys, I'm just going to point this out. 3 in height. 4 in height, 5 in height, 6 in height. Keep that in mind when building this, because I'm not going to state the measurements for the snow anymore. I've told you the height of them. So 3, 4, 5, and 6 at the very back. So you're going to want to come in by 3, come in by 2, come in by 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2. This is getting complex, guys. 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the final sloping, thank God, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then on this section, it's all the same in height, and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So guys, that gives you the measurements of actually the quartz underneath. So that's amazing for me. And then what we can add from this section onwards is 2 more quartz blocks. On this section, 2 more. And on the very back of this one, you're going to want to place a quartz stair. So guys, that is the whole measurements of that. Really all I can say is this section hasn't really been figured out yet, and I will do that on camera, so do not worry. But basically guys, behind the blocks here, do not worry about that. Just make sure that you have a quartz block on top of all of this right here, like shown. And actually, I would definitely make sure that you're placing a quartz block just so everything matches. So let's just place across here. Of course, guys, I'm just going to do what I've just told you to do. So make sure it's symmetrical. So this is the middle block here. So you're going to want to build from this section all the way to the back there. And basically just flip it around on the other side. Once I've done that, I'll see you guys back in a second. So guys, we are back, and it should hopefully look something like that. So I've done a tiny bit of additional work off camera that I noticed that we could just sneak in. So as you could see, you know, we finished like right up here, right? So what you're going to want to do, first of all, you know, you probably expected this, but what you're going to want to do is just add back some of this flooring, same flooring as the decking, all the way up till that very end block right here. And then we get onto this part of the build, guys. So let's quickly explain this. Oh, by the way, what I must do is I must quickly fly over this very, very slowly, because this is going to make sure that you've all got it correct. And if you've made any mistakes whatsoever, you can quickly correct yourself. So guys, be ready to pause the video, maybe slow it down to 50% even, if it helps you out. I'll try and travel slow. So just try and make sure that I'll just hover my mouse across. Don't do that stare. That you have got the exact measurements needed. And hopefully that will be all, because I could follow this. I could follow this pretty easily. Alright guys, so you ended here. We ended on this window, right? And I'm going to be explaining the next part of the build, which we need to do. So you're going to want to get yourself out some wool. And you're going to place it right up against these 2 blocks. And you're going to want to carry this back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks back. And you're going to want to bring this down at the 15th block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in height. And this is going to come across 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up 1. And then we have windows. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they actually continue after this to 10. Underneath the windows, of course, just continue the wall all the way to the measurements of 15, which we discussed. Now on the way here, on this section, if we come from this block here, going to come out by 2, come out by 2, come in by 2 to join on. And this is the total height of 1, 2, 3, 4 in height. And this is just a wall again. Just make sure it's a wall and make sure it's placed with wall material. Okay. So once you've done that, of course, we have another layer. Can you even believe it? But actually, there's something else we need to cover. If we get to the downstairs window, which is probably going to be like a lounge inside or something, you know, we're not sure yet, but when we figure it out, we'll place it there. You're going to want to place another section which comes out. And let's just get to this stair right here. So guys, just to get an idea, this is this stair right here. This is where we are on the build. Because it is a big build, right? We're going to come in 1, 2, 3. We're going to come out by 1 and place a corner quartz stair. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 blocks long. So guys, we get above this, we have some light grey stained clay. And this is going to be on both sides of the build. Remember, everything that we do is symmetrical. So if I build one side and you're like, why hasn't he built the other side? Just flip it around, guys, because it is the same design on both sides. So this is 3, 4, 5 in width. And this is going to be, because we know from this, the way across here. So this is 28 blocks to this point, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. And that is 2 in height. And that should look a little bit like that. Across the outside, you may know that we have some quartz and we have some snow on top. Like that. And we built up to this section. So I think that has covered everything. Yet again, let me just quickly fly in. And if it is hard to see, guys, I do apologize. But try and pause it. Make the best. So that's what that should look like. So just in case I haven't explained every single block, which is easy to do when you're building on a structure which probably holds 1,000 or so, you guys can just get everything on point, because I don't want this tutorial to be hard to follow by any means. Okay guys, so you know the final thing is, you know, it must of course look like this. So of course, you know, pause your screens, slow it down a little bit. It should be symmetrical like I said. So now we've done that and you've come to the very back of here. As you can see, the little white squares mark out where the positioning is. And you built that last window, so this starts in here in the middle, comes across by 2, back by 1, 2, back by 1, 2, back by 1, 2, back by 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we join onto that section right there, which I've just explained. And this window is symmetrical again, like I just said, and 2 in height. Don't worry, the ceilings won't be 2 in height, like I said, for this floor. They are just going to be adjusted inside. So the inside's going to be huge. They're just going to be some windows at the very, very top. So really, guys, I think that's about it. I mean, the recording has been about 30 minutes. And you know what? We've probably covered about half of what needs to be done. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to pop it a like down below. I did spend a hell of a lot of time making this. And I think it looks amazing. Tell me in the comment section down below what you think of the build. Do you think it looks amazing? Have you got any ideas for stuff that I could add? Because, of course, if we hit that 50 likes in 2 days, I will be doing a video on interior. But, of course, part 2 will be out anyway because we have to follow through the tutorial. So thanks, guys, for watching. You've been awesome recently. Go subscribe for more content from me, Buildz, and I'll catch you guys in my Villa Let's Build, which will be happening tomorrow. So see you guys for there. I'll catch you in the next one.